Hey cupcakes, welcome back to my channel. So spooky season is officially in effect. We have, I'm checking my little ghost back there. We have 24 days until Halloween, and I've already been starting all of my festivities. I want to show you today my current October hopefuls. I have a few that I'm definitely planning on reading, and then the TBR card is in full effect. So there are a few that I may get to, but of course, as the TBR goes, we're not going to read all these books, but we can always, try to work it out. We can try to fit as many as we can. I will say, I feel like I've had a really good start to October. I've finished 2 books in the last 2 days, but 4 overall, I think. So make sure you check out my October wrap up. I am going to be filming one of those. I didn't do one last month. We're not even going to talk about that. But let me show you what I've already checked out so far in the beginning of this month. I finished The Escape Room, and I just actually finished My Roommate is a Vampire. This was so good. So you have to listen to my wrap up on that because I'm now starting Black Sheep. I've heard so much about this book, and oh my gosh, can we just talk about, look how pretty this book is. Like, I'm here for it. Like, I'm here for the pink books. Like, that is so pretty. I don't even know if you could truly like see, it's like a pastel-y pink color. So cute. So I'm really excited about this. I'm only 14 pages in, but I'm really enjoying it so far. So I can't wait to finish this up. I'm gonna actually continue reading when I'm done recording this, but I wanted to get this video up for y'all, so it's gonna have to wait. Right here, it's actually supposed to be bigger, but I'm too clumsy to carry all those books. But look at all these books. Madness, I know, shocking. So as you can see, my order for this, I also listened to an audiobook. It was Frida McFadden's The Locked Door. So good. I finished that yesterday. So I finished that, and I finished The Roommate today, and then I'm going to be reading this. So as you can see, there is an order. So I did a young adult, like a romance, like a rom-com, and then this is a thriller. So I'm trying to really diversify my reads. Like, I want to hit all the spooky season like feels. Next up that I do want to read is, this is part of the Gummy Bear Orgy series. I don't even remember where I heard of this book from, but it's by Rebecca Rennick, and the cover is so cute. I think there's also a Valentine's Day one, but I didn't pick that one up just yet. So it's called Her Favorite Jack-O-Lantern. And what better time to read this? I have no idea what it's about, but we're gonna find out. And so I'm gonna read that. And then next up, I keep seeing this book all over booktube. It's The Naturals. I don't have the cute little paperback cover. I'll put it over here. But this is the book that I got from my library, and it's just the older cover. I've been hearing so much about this and how it's so good. Reminds you of Criminal Minds. So you knew I had to check you out. And crime, spooky season, kind of all works out. So I have kind of like, I'm assuming this is a smutty read. We have a little YA. And then this one, which has been sitting on my shelves for a long time. So Love in the Time of Serial Killers by Alicia Thompson. This was actually sent to me by Berkeley. So thank you, Berkeley, for sending me this. I haven't checked it out yet, but it's so cute. And like I said, crime, serial killers, all part of spooky season. Now the next book is actually really kind of out of the realm of things. I love learning about serial killers and like true crime and all those things. So when I saw this at Barnes & Noble, it really intrigued me. And then I was like looking into it, and it's kind of like an interview style. So I'm really interested to see like what it's about. So it's Ted Bundy, and then it says Conversations with a Killer, the Death Row Interviews. So I'm thinking that this would be like a nice, like true timey read after this book. So my order is like this book, and then YA, I'm thinking rom-commy, and then true life. And then right after that, I do have The Dead Romantics. Again, it's been sitting on my shelves, but what better time? And this one, I truly been hearing so much about it, and I didn't know what other time to pick it up, so it had to go in the TBR pile, because I definitely want to check it out before the end of the year, so it had to be added to the TBR pile. Our next YA is One of Us Is Next. I've read the first one. This is the second one in the series. One of Us Was Lying was like one of my favorite books. I think I read it like a year or two ago. It's so shiny you can like barely see the cover. And this was actually gifted to me from Get Underline, so thank you so much, Get Underline, for giving me this series. I actually have all of them, so I definitely want to pick up the second one so that I can go ahead and read the third one and get caught up in the series. So that is all of the ones that I definitely want to get through. However, I do have a few more that I would love to check out, so I'm going to show you those as well. I would love, like, these are my hopefuls. I read The Fear. I'll put it right here. That's the one my friend is borrowing. I read The Fear by Natasha Preston, and I became obsessed. She is a YA author, I believe. At least these books are YA from her. Again, these are from Get Underline, so thank you all so much for sending me these books. But like I said, I really enjoyed that book, and they actually sent me 3 more from her. So we have The Lake, The Twin, and then The Haunting. So that book really intrigued me, and I would love to see kind of what these books are about too. The Fear wasn't too long. This one's a lot shorter. So I would love to actually add these to the mix if I can. But if not, spooky season for me like goes way into like November. I do have a bunch of Christmassy books that I want to read, but I would love to get as many spooky books as we can. So I would love to finish reading her backlist if I could, or the ones that I have. I would love to read them. This is from Get Underline. These 3 books, it came in a set. I did not enjoy this, but these are so short that I feel like I'd be able to get them in. Fright Night, people said that they really enjoyed, so I may check that out especially. And then there's Room Service. But these books are only like less than 300 pages. So I'm hoping, you know, that I can get through these. I really want to read these YA ones because I love being able to tell my students about them. I am a high school teacher, so being able to share books that maybe they would enjoy is always a great experience. So I would love to get through these to be able to possibly share them with them, but we'll see. I have In My Dreams, I Hold a Knife. I've heard so much about this book, and last month I did read Ashley Winstead's book, The Boyfriend Candidate. I remembered. It is such a good book. I'll put it up here. Obviously, this is a way different, you know, swing of things, but she was such a good author, and I've heard so many good things about this book that I can't wait to check it out. And again, what better time to check it out than right now during spooky season. So this says 6 girlfriends, 1 college reunion, one unsolved murder. I don't need to hear any more. So next up, I definitely really want to get these off my shelves. One of them has been sitting here too long. And one of them came out last year, and then one of them came out this year, both in September, and it is Wishful Thinking and Kiss and Spell, as I get lipstick on it. Shelves for so long. I just didn't get around to this one last year, and this one I just wanted to wait until spooky season to read it. They're both by Celeste Martin, and I've heard great things. Obviously, this is the best time to read them, so I need to kind of bump them up on my TBR, so hopefully I can get into these. Also, thank you forever for actually sending me these both times. I'm so thankful, and I can't wait to check these out. All right, so next, I also have Sharp Objects. Now, this is from Gillian Flynn. I loved Gone Girl. Gone Girl's actually one of my favorite thrillers. And this one, short read, I got this one from a used bookstore. And I have read basically all of her other books. This is the last one, I believe, at least like in the realm of like Gone Girl and stuff like that. So I'm really excited to hopefully get this in. It's a very thin read, so hopefully I can just sneak it. And then my last romance, y'all, because to me, I'm just thinking thrillers, dark romance, like it all kind of goes together. So what better time to read Haunting Adeline? Now, I know what you're thinking. This is way different caliber than the other books, but I want to get into this book. I keep hearing about it. I keep seeing it. I even bought the sequel because I just know I'm probably going to really like this. I'm hoping I really like it. I'm hoping it lives up to the hype. But the cover, first of all, gorgeous, and it truly speaks spooky season. I really don't know too much about this book. I don't want to spoil myself. I really don't like spoiling myself. Like, if I see that a book gets really hyped up, I'm just gonna buy it and then figure it out. I am awful, but I support a lot of authors, so there you go. But this book, I'm not gonna lie, it is thick. Like, it is 500 pages. So, and I'm not a fast reader, okay? I'm very slow. So I don't really know when I'm gonna get into this. This may be on my November TBR, but I'm definitely trying to read this before the end of the year because it is that hyped up. So I'm very excited, and hopefully I can get into this. All right, so I think that's it. I still have so many books. Like, my TBR cart is busting through the seams. I have so many video ideas. I have so, like, the whole plan, like, this spooky season was to, like, get through a bunch of, like, my TBR and, like, get through a lot of my thrillers and stuff, but literally there's no time in the day. I'm really proud of how much I've read so far, and I am going to try to do some audiobooks as well so that, like, I'm consistently and constantly reading and listening and all of those things. And we're gonna see how it goes. But I'm so thankful for everything. Like, y'all have been blowing up my channel with amazing support. We've hit over 100 subscribers. Like, my videos are getting a lot of views, and I just want to thank you all so much for your amazing support. And make sure you hit subscribe to make sure that you're updated. Make sure you give this video a thumbs up. If you've reached the end of this video, please leave a pumpkin for spooky season. I have so many amazing ideas, and I can't wait to share them all with you all. So make sure you're hitting that notification button, and I'll see you next time. Bye.